Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back to Bariatrics and Beyond, the podcast where we talk about life before, during, and beyond bariatric surgery. Grab yourself a drink and a healthy snack because on today's episode, we have the latest winner of one of our EOC competitions. We are giving away a trip to Vegas, a Glam makeover photo shoot, and our winner is Lauren Credeur. Hello. So introduce yourself and where are you from?
So I am Lauren Credeur. I am from Louisiana. I have a husband and 3 kids. I have a 19-year-old stepdaughter and then 12 and 8-year-old. Yeah, that's me.
Wow, so you're a busy mom.
I am.
Wow. So we right before Christmas, I think it was about, I want to say it was like 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. Around Christmas time, EOC likes to give back. And usually we do, we're going to give away a free surgery. And this year we gave away so many free surgeries, to be honest. I think it was like upwards of like 6 or 7. We gave away a lot. And so Christmas time, we're like, what is our giveaway going to be? And I said, well, why don't we do something different? Because we have so many past patients. So let's give them something. And then I thought, well, why don't I live in Vegas. Why don't we do like, everyone wants to come to Vegas. Why don't we do like a Vegas weekend getaway? Come here. You'll be a guest in the studio on the podcast, but let's do a makeover because so many people have lost weight and they've probably never really had a makeover or a photo shoot. So let's like bring someone out. And everyone loved the idea. And so we rolled with it. So when we went live on, I believe it was Facebook to announce the details, were you watching that live? Like, how did you hear about it? Okay, tell us how you heard about it.
So I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw the giveaway and I was like, oh my God, I love to talk about my journey, even if it motivates, because I've had a lot of success. And if sharing my journey gives somebody else motivation to take that leap of faith or that next step, if they say, oh, look at her, she can do it, so can I. And so I was like, what is it going to hurt to enter? I did not think that I was going to win because I know that there was a bunch of people that had got in. And so like, that's like finding a needle in a haystack, So I entered just to hopefully motivate somebody, to share my success. And, that was the reason I got in. But yes, I was live. I did see the post and I was like, I just felt the need to enter. And then I texted my surgery sisters and I was like, get in, Kayla's doing a giveaway. So that's how that went.
So all your surgery sisters entered as well?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, we had a lot of people and there was so many great stories and great transformations. Like, this is our first time doing it, but I feel like if this goes really well, which I think is going to go fantastic,
Yes.
I think we should do this like, at least once a year. I think it's such a cool way to like share your story, but, celebrate your success and, why not? So, we ran the competition for, I want to say it was about 3 weeks. And then it came down to the day before we're announcing, there was a panel of us EOC folks. And we went through all the submissions, we read everything, and we, looked at all the pictures and again, it's so hard. Everyone was so deserving. Then we narrowed it down to 3 people and you were one of the 3, right?
Yes.
And so my job, social media, I made sure, because one of the rules was, you got to be following on all these platforms, la, la, la. And I think there was, like a platform I was like, I couldn't find you on. And I was like, is she following? And I didn't want you to not be in the running. So I was like, I reached out. I was like, hey, I just want to just double check. Like, you're in the running for the comp. Like, are you following all platforms? And we kind of figured it out. And then I was like, okay, well, just be watching tonight. And then like, yeah. So when we announced it, what was your reaction?
So I was on Instagram and I kept doing this, like getting it to refresh.
Okay.
And it was actually posted on Facebook before it was posted on Instagram. And so it was like 7:00 on the dot Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
And my surgery sister, Bree, called me and she said, you won. And I was like, what? I was like, where did you see it? And so she was like, it's on Facebook. And I was like, I'm on the wrong platform. So like, I went over to Facebook and like, the first thing that popped up and I just instantly started crying. My husband came running in and he was like, you
What's
won?
wrong? Why are you crying?
Yeah. I was like, I won. And like, I don't know, just like 1,000 emotions just came through all at once.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great feeling. You know, like I said, I've already had a lot of success. And you know, I thought I would maybe lose 150 pounds over 3 years, not 262 pounds in less than 2 years, you know. So I've had a lot of success. I did really well so far, and you know, I still have so far to go, but we'll talk about that at a later time. But it was almost like a feeling of like, you know, you can always be proud of yourself, but for others to see, you know, that success or like to believe in your journey or to believe in your success, complete strangers at that. It was just amazing. It was just, I don't know, it was just really emotional moment. I probably cried for probably about an hour and a half, and I'm not joking.
Oh, you were like so proud of
Yeah.
yourself. You should be very proud of yourself. Your transformation is incredible. I'm not going to flash any pictures up yet because you guys, Lauren has chosen to come to Vegas in just a few weeks. So you're coming out here in just a few weeks, and then we're going to have you come here in the studio and we're going to talk all about your journey. But yeah, can you share with us just some brief like details first, like your highest weight and then, you know, where you're at now, how long it took and all that kind of little details?
Yes. So my start weight was 483.6 pounds. That was my highest weight. I started my pre-op diet to go into EOC surgery on January 1st of 2023. I did choose to do a 7-week pre-op. I believe my term was 6 weeks, but it would have put me into the first week of January. And so I added an extra week to myself just to give myself that much more weight loss. So I did follow the EOC diet for 7 weeks. And I lost 51 pounds in the EOC pre-op diet. I am now currently 2 years later, I am 221.2. So I've had a total weight loss of 262.4. And I am 5'7" in height.
That's incredible in such a short amount of time too.
Yes.
Wow, you should be very, very proud of yourself. So far, what's been your favorite non-scale victory?
I would say fitting in booths when I go to restaurants with my family. Also being able to shop in stores for clothes. For quite a few years prior to my weight loss surgery, I could only order clothes on Amazon because I was in a 6X. And so it's very hard to find anything that fits in stores. So being able to go to any store and shop and being able to just do different things, whether it's family vacations, being able to do things and live with my family and not be crutched into what we can't do because of my weight.
Yeah. Are your family just so proud of you?
They are.
Yeah.
My family is very, very supportive. My husband is my rock. His first time flying was actually to San Diego to catch the drive over to Mexico. And he always did say, I don't care what's the reason, I am not flying. I am not getting in a plane. But he did. He got in a plane for me to go out there. And he's just been supportive the entire time, him and my mom.
That's beautiful. So, because I know, you know, sometimes our partners aren't necessarily the supportive ones because they don't want us to change, especially if they were with us since we've been big. You know, I remember when I mentioned to my husband at the time I want to have weight loss surgery, he was like, no, I don't want you to change. I fell in love with you and how you look now. And what if I don't like you when you're smaller? So did he ever have any of those reservations, or was he always just like, if this is what you want, I want it?
He was 100% supportive. The only thing was, Lauren, did you really do your research about going to Mexico? And I was like, babe, yes, 4 years of it.
Yeah.
So he was always supportive. He said, if this is what you believe in, and this is where you feel like God is calling you to be, then this is where we will go. And he was supportive 100% of the time, to my every need, to my every want, to my every dream. He's always been very supportive.
Oh, you lucky girl. Keep hold of him tight. That's so nice. And so, like I said, you're coming out to Vegas in just a couple of short weeks. And then we have a couple of coordinators that are also joining you. We have our Louisiana girls. I was like, you know what? They're the party crew. And you're from Louisiana, they're from Louisiana. So we kind of started this little group chat, and you guys are just jumping on the same flight, coming out to Vegas all together. So your experience literally starting in Louisiana at the airport, and you guys are just coming
together
over
the whole way.
Oh, it's going to be so good. Are you guys going home on the same flight too?
We are.
I love that. Honestly, you are going to love. You're just going to have such a good, I have a feeling you're going to have such a good time. So speaking of a good time, we've been chit-chatting about like what we're going to do, right? So, do you want to tell everyone what we've got planned, or should I tell them? Or
So I believe we're going to go to an indoor, well, we'll start off with the podcast. And then we will do a makeover. We will get to go on a little shopping spree. We'll take a photo shoot. We're going to go to a couple of different local restaurants. And then I believe Peppermill is one. And then we're going to go to an indoor theme park. I think.
Yeah, and then we're going to go karaoke one night too. We're just going to have like a girls' night out. But yeah, we thought it'd be really cool. I mean, there's so many things in Vegas you can do, and look, subject to change. But we'll kind of just like chit-chatting. But I think that it'll be so cool because not only have you lost the weight, Ange and Haley, our Louisiana coordinators, have also lost weight, and myself. And going on rides is something that if you've ever been overweight, you know that we don't really get to do it. We never really, we missed out on so many years. And so now it's like, do we like them? Do we love them? Do we not? Let's figure it out. And so we're like, why don't we all just go to, there's a place here called the Adventure Dome, and there's a couple of roller coasters, and so we're going to do that. I think that'll be so cool.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Have you been like on rides since losing weight?
So I did go December this past year, 2024. We went to Disney and Universal. And I was able to ride about 90% of the rides, but there was still a few that I had to be left out of. So I've had more success over 2024. That was 2023 we went to out there. So over 2024, I've had more success. So yeah, I am excited to look into it to see if, do we fit? Like you said, is there going to be any restrictions? Because it is another good feeling whenever you go and you don't have those restrictions.
Yeah. And are we chickens? Because I'm a chicken. I'll let you know right now. I will talk myself out of I'm like, upside down? Nah, you guys, I don't know. I'm not. You guys have to make me, okay? Just make me do it because I'm a big chicken.
That's when you mentioned the bungee jumping from the stratosphere. Like, I think we'll leave that one out.
I was like, thank God. Because I ain't doing that. I'll watch. I'll take photos. But I was just testing the waters to see, like, where are we at? You know what I mean? Is she, because when, like, I would be messaging you, you're like, I'm up for anything. And I'm like, love this. But I'm like, hang on, wait, let's just see where the line is. And you're like, well, I'm not going to jump off a building. And I'm like, hey, good. Now I know where the line is. Now I know how to proceed.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. And then let's talk about like the glam part of it. Are you a girly girl? Do you like to get glammed up? Because before I lost weight, I didn't care what size I was. I'm glamming up. Like I'm wearing bright colors. I'm wearing sequins. I will dress to the nines. Have you ever been like, are you a girly girl like that? Or is this also going to be something kind of new for you?
So I'm not over the top girly girl. So us Louisiana girls, we like, give us the 4-wheeler and we'll go mud riding. So take us out back, shoot the guns. So I've never really been girly girl as in dressing over the top.
Mhm.
But absolutely, I'll
Mhm.
get in a ball gown dress and go out to a Mardi Gras ball and do my hair and do my makeup,
I love it.
So yes, I do still do those things. But there's not really any major events here that ever really
Mm.
called for us to overly dress or dress up in that atmosphere. But I do think it'd be fun, to just get out and do something different and, experience something that I've never really had the opportunity to experience.
Right. And here in Vegas, it's like, that's a Wednesday night. Like you don't need
Yeah.
an occasion to get dressed up. But have you ever done a photo shoot before?
So no, this will be my first time.
Really? That is so exciting. I've actually been working with the photographer this week,
Okay.
on setting up some things. But there's also going to be, I've talked to the girls as well, and we want to join you in one of the scenes as well. We want to just kind of like all have like a cheers. So the theme is hopefully we're going to all be in like kind of sparkles, and just glammed up and just celebrate life, celebrate your success, celebrate, a brand new friendship as well, because I know we've already, like all of us have already bonded. So like, I can only
Yes.
imagine by the end of the weekend, like this is going to be like.
What it'll be.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so do you have any questions about your upcoming trip? Do you have any tips of advice that you want to share with anybody who's thinking about having weight loss surgery?
So I would say definitely do it. I don't want to share too much in the this part.
Yeah. This is the
But
teaser, you guys. This is the teaser.
yeah. As I said, I actually before when I was researching EOC, I think at the time it was a lighter me,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yeah.
And so I ended up finding you on TikTok, just scrolling, and this was before I even knew that you were even affiliated with EOC. I think you were just a patient, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's hard to find extremely plus size
Mm.
or, what, like really overweight, like, there were people there and it was like that was going into this weight loss surgery. And I was like, I want to be that size,
Yeah.
And so, finding someone overweight and just so confident, that's how I was. I never realized that as big as I was an issue until it was an issue because I
Yeah.
didn't. To me, I'm like, I'm still a person. I'm still a mom. I still live. I still vacation. I still work. Like I'm not to the point where I'm not walking or
Mm-hmm.
not able to live. So like I'm still providing. And so I didn't realize how much my weight was an issue until it was an issue.
Yeah.
And it started getting to the point where it was making me immobile, as I've shared with you. And, so if I could share anything, it would be to take that step. Even if you are scared or you have people in your ear saying, are you sure you want to go to Mexico for surgery? Like, yes. As I've shared with you, I've had, other surgeries here since then. And I fully regret not waiting and going to Mexico for that surgery because between the care that you get there, the doctors, a lot of people are, just from here too, they're like, well, was there a language barrier? And it's like, yes, some of them didn't speak English, but there was never a time that I didn't know what was going on, or that I wasn't in the loop, or that my question didn't get answered, or my need didn't get met. So I think that's what a lot of people are really scared of because, I mean, it was concerns that I had,
Yeah.
but have gone through it. The only regret that I have is not doing it 4 years sooner when I looked into it.
Yeah, that's honestly, I was just before we had our coordinator Patrick on, and I asked him, any regrets or whatever, and he said the biggest regret and the one thing he sees on the Facebook page is also just not doing it sooner. He
Not doing it.
wishes he could have done it like 10 years earlier. And I was like, yeah, I'm with you. And that's honestly my regret too. Like I wish I did it in my 20s, but we're here now, so let's make the most of it. Do you have any questions about the upcoming trip?
I don't. I think everything has been answered. We've already made all of our plans. We made our arrangements with our flights. We're just ready to pack up and come.
So excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. We're going to have the best time. So after you arrive at the airport, this is going to be the first stop podcast studio. All the girls are going to be together. We are going to just get to know each other, get to know your story fully. And then we're going out on the town. And then this is also going to be the last stop because you're going to recap how the weekend went.
Good. I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
We all might need like an energy drink by the end of it. We're probably going to be in here like, no, we're going to have so much fun. I cannot wait. Well, this was just a little quick teaser, and I wanted to introduce everyone to Lauren because you're going to be all over the place in the next few weeks. We're documenting everything we're doing. So
Good.
Your face is going to be everywhere, girl.
Super excited. I cannot wait. This is, like I said, it's a dream come true.
Good. I'm so excited to meet you and hang out and just celebrate. Well, cheers to you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you soon.
Bye. Thanks, Lauren. Bye.